Okay, off we go with level 29 of Candy Crush and a few tips for you. Looks easy at first, but there are some areas that need attention. The top left and top right jut out by one block, and you'll find you need to persevere with clearing these all the way through. The same applies to the bottom left and bottom right, although down here you will benefit from bombs and the special sweets that you can activate. Finally, there's this irritating hole in the middle, which means sweets you expect to drop in a certain place will drop either side of that actual hole. That is somewhat irritating. Okay, so the only task here is to clear all the jelly, and the only way to do that is to look at the top throughout this level and try to clear that top left and top right section very early on, because you will really struggle later on if you leave it. So here I am, just looking for ways to chip at that jelly at the top. I'm not paying too much attention to the centre top. There's no need to do that, as cascading sweets will normally help clear that. It's those areas to the sides that I'm more worried about. That square sweet, the red one, I've let that drop down to the bottom, as there's no point activating it mid-board. Now I'm slowly getting there with that top right hand side. Quite nice that I've got that blue downward stripe there now, which will be very useful in that corner. Just note, I'm not at all fussed about that odd piece of jelly at the top, the red one. I'm pretty certain I'll be able to clear that at some point. Starting to look ahead. On these levels, you can't actually just rush and just keep swiping for the sake of scoring a few points. You just won't clear the level that way. You need to think ahead and try to think where sweets will drop. Still looking for an opportunity to activate that downward wiping sweet at this point. And there it goes. Activated itself in the end. However, we've still got one piece of jelly up there. That was handy. Now, it's always in these situations, you've got quite a few moves left, and yet it always seems impossible to get rid of that last piece. But I'd hope 13 moves should be enough. My aim would have been to have cleared the top corners totally first, but being left with just one piece up there and plenty of moves left isn't too bad. There we go. Well, that's it. I know how aggravating this level 29 can be. It took many, many days for me to actually get there, but it's a case of looking at the level, seeing which the irritating places are, and getting to grips with them. And most of all, don't give up, because you will get there in the end.